guys, I'm gonna try to power on through this. There's a lot of information to get through. We got tons of stuff, tons of stuff. So I'm gonna get going. First things first. My mom sent home candy from Halloween, so yeah, got plenty of candy now. So come on and eat it on Sunday. First things first, the music intro. I know you all don't give a shit, but the MLS playoffs, the rest of the world hates us for even having playoffs, but I love it. MLS playoffs, the Seattle Sounders beat Dallas FC to move on to the semifinals, where they face off against the LA Galaxy, and if they win, they move on to play either the New England Revolution or the New York Red Bulls. It starts Sunday the 23rd at 5 p.m., so that will definitely be on either a laptop or the computer, depending on what games there are at that time. I'm excited. Go Sounders. I'm into it. They're my adopted team. I only chose them because Jerry lives there. Until we get a team, that's my team. Also, moving on to non-football news, the Edmonton Eskimos are playing against the Saskatchewan Roughriders at 4:30 this Sunday. So, 2 football games will still be on the computer and the TV, of course, but the laptop will be making an appearance to play my Eskies game because I want to see my Eskimos win a Grey Cup. Moving on, last week's Montezuma's Revenge. Mike and TJ did very well, unfortunately. We want you guys to drink, but you had great pick. I texted TJ 15 minutes before to make sure he knew, because I didn't know if he saw the video or not. He then called me about a minute later, frantic, and I read off the games, and he made his picks. So, congratulations to you and Mike. This week's Montezuma's Revenge is you, Chris. So, Chris, listen up, Chris. Turn up your hearing aid or put down the Xbox controller or whatever, and you're it. Make your picks. Yalla. News from last week, Mike and Jordan are now, I'm going to say, you have the same record, so you're tied, even though Jordan's ahead. If the playoffs started today, Jordan would make it and Mike wouldn't, but at the moment, they have the same record, so that's one of the matchups to watch. And then you have the clown circus that is the West this year. God, it's crap. Me and Chinny should not be in it. Chris, continue to lose. That's fine. Please, Chris, keep losing. All right, let's move on to next week. We got stuff to do. Myself and Jeff. Jeff, please slump. Continue the slump. I'm begging you. Slump. I want to beat him so bad. I want to make the playoffs so bad. I want to beat you. Hopefully this, last week was the spark of that 4-game win streak I talked about last week. Hopefully. Then we have Mike and Matt. Matt, you're playing spoiler at this point. I know Jordan's pulling for you a lot. I'm staying out of this one. I don't care who wins this. But Mike, you need this win. Matt, you're playing spoiler. That's about it. And then we have the game to watch this week. No playoff implications, but it's the Brother Bowl. The Denzel Brother Bowl. Oh, you've been waiting all year for this. All year for the Denzel Brother Bowl. You already had the West Brother Bowl that comes twice this year, but now you have the one and only Denzel Bro. East versus West. Will Dale win or Derek? We'll see. Next, TJ versus Chris. Go TJ. Tear it up again this week. Get a shit ton of points and just kick his ass, Seabass. So go TJ. Sorry, Chris. I just want to make the playoffs. Chinny versus Jordan. Unlike the Mike versus Matt matchup, I am totally behind Jordan on this one because I don't want Chinny to beat me into the playoffs. So nothing against you, Chinny. Believe me, I will root for you in the Dog Shirt Bowl if you make it there, and I will root for you if you make the playoffs. Either way, I'll root for you. But for now, go Jordan. Jordan, fucking get your shit together and win this game. And then you can lose against me, which is fine. We'll allow this. And you can still make the playoffs. I don't care. But for now, beat Chinny, lose to me. That's what you need to do for me. Alright, I had to write 2. This is 2 note cards this time. This is crazy. Before I move on to the matchups, this is important news. Trade deadline. I wish I could make graphics because I'd make it all loud and like Carl does. But the trade deadline is the 20th of this month. It's a Thursday. It's next Thursday. So, what does this mean? This means no more trades after 7 p.m. That's what we voted on, 7 p.m. on the 20th. Problem, I can't change the time. So, any trades that go through, you have to have a Facebook message me and text me. I need a timestamp. You have until 7 p.m. If I don't get a text from both parties, I need both parties to message and text me if there's a trade that goes through between noon and 7. If you can get a trade through before noon, but we voted on 7, so any trade that comes to me from both parties, I can't change it. It'll only let me change the date, and they're all noon. So Derek and Dale want to trade. Derek texts me the trade and message me on Facebook. Dale does the same. So if it's time stamped, which it will be on my phone and Facebook, so I can have proof that this didn't happen after, I will manually go in, and the people will move after I post on the Bush League. You have 1 day to veto, and I will give you the option to veto. So there. Everything, problem solved. Moving on, we're going to look at the games next week. Thanks to the 506, the early game on CBS will be Bears-Vikings. That's the game we will be watching on the main TV because who cares about the game we will switch back and forth to in commercials, the Seattle Seahawks versus Kansas City. I only care because I want KC to beat Seattle because I hate Seattle and I don't want them or the Niners to win the playoffs. Have I mentioned this season? I don't want either of them to make the playoffs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that. Also, Atlanta's playing Carolina. That's most likely on the computer. I'm interested in that. Dale, if you're here, I'll have the laptop and we'll put your little Saints Bengals on too. I know that has playoff implications for both teams, but it's in the Dome. I know the Bengals are good, but the Saints seem to have a second wind. Kinda. I don't know. That game could go either way. I want the Falcons to beat Carolina because I don't want Carolina to make it. I would rather it be the Saints. Hell, I'd rather be any of the other 3 teams. The Bucks aren't making it, but I'd take anyone in the South. Moving on. I'm rambling now. 4 p.m. games. There's 3, but only 2 will be shown here, and only 2 are televised, both on Fox, so we're only going to be able to... The main TV, of course, Lions and Cardinals. Don't worry, I'm going to throw on my Cobb, or I don't know who the hell I have, but I have a Cardinals jersey. Go Cardinals. I don't give a shit if Palmer's out. They're still going to kick your ass, Lions. Packers are coming for you. And then, on the computer, of course, the Eagles versus the Packers in Lambeau. I'm very nervous. Mark Sanchez looks pretty good, but hopefully this will be the game where he Mark Sanchezes himself. A couple butt fumbles, things like that. I don't know. Maybe LaShawn McCoy fumbles a couple times. I don't give a shit, as long as the Packers win. Non-NFL will be the Eskimos, Saskatchewan Roughriders on the laptop. So, Sunday night, come on back, hurry up. Patriots versus Colts. I heard on the ESPNs before I made this that Andrew Luck is going to beat Peyton Manning's passing record, or on pace, so hopefully he airs it out. But comes up short in the red zone and gets in to Terry a bunch of points. So, I don't know. I really don't care who wins that game. My fantasy is who I'll be rooting for, but awesome game. Fingers crossed it's not a stupid Monday night and Sunday night blowout like they've been the last fucking few weeks. God, it's been terrible. Anyway, that's about it. Alright, guys. Above all, fuck the Lions. Go Pack, go. And for the love of God, Donkey Kong Jungle Noise, keep the wins. Alright, guys. Have a good week. Remember, trade deadline. See you later.